Hello everyone, my name is Andy and welcome back to Building the Boss Board. I believe this is episode 30. The right number will be in, excuse me, the title and description. This is just kind of a weird one. I bought this probably a week ago now. I just haven't gotten to making the video. Um, it's a mixer. It's not a pedal. So let's open it up. This was a Facebook Marketplace find. Wouldn't that have been cool if it just revealed the right way? Let's try that again. Oh. So this was a Facebook Marketplace find. Someone had listed it for $40, and I was like, well, it's vintage. It has the box. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Yeah, some stainage there. So $40 cash. Just a 4-channel mixer. Right, okay, yeah. 4 ins, 1 out. So not a lot of demos or anything on this online, but there doesn't really need to be. It's 4 inputs with volumes and 1 output. So, you plug your instruments in, send this to the PA, that kind of thing. One thing I've seen as I was looking for this on YouTube was videos of other products, modern products that are essentially the same thing. And one thing one guy did was he put this in front of his board and put in 4 different instruments. So you had a guitar, bass, I think it was like acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, and like a synth or a violin or something. I already forget. But then you can just have it all set up, and then I think at the end of his chain had a looper and was able to just kind of do the full man, one man band thing with a variety of instruments, which I thought was pretty cool. What I'm thinking about trying, one thing that is kind of goofy, sorry, side note, is that it is only battery powered. I'm also not really sure if this is supposed to be a stand or what the purpose of this little metal thing is. Kind of looks the same if you do that. I guess if it's outside its little clamp thing, maybe it sits a little higher, better. I don't know. Gentleman said he got it from a church, and I guess one thing that churches will do after such time is like, oh man, we have all this gear. Maybe we don't want it, so it's just kind of donated to him. He's not sure if this thing's ever been used, because I mean, it looks absolutely clean in there, and Lord knows it could have been used once and then put away. Oh, cool. Didn't see the Japan serial number in here, so that's like probably somewhere between like 81 and 83. That's pretty cool. So he almost described it as new, and I was like, well, that's pretty neat. That's a nice battery cover. So anyway, what I was thinking about doing with it was there's an AB box which takes one thing and splits it into 2, whereas this in essence takes up to 4 things and puts it into 1. So I was thinking of setting it something up like guitar in, A and B out. A goes to the boss board, B goes to another pedal board. After the boards, they go into here, set levels accordingly. That's the only thing that's kind of annoying is, unlike an AB box, which doesn't have levels, it's just like, okay, put the full signal through. This is yet another volume knob. Like, all the input knobs are volume or level knobs on pedals. This is just another one in the chain, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, so guitar in, AB box, out to the boss board, out to another board. Then they both go in here, and then output goes into the amp. So you can basically AB 2 pedal boards, or ABY. I guess I don't know how that would work. Putting stuff, 2 sets of pedals alongside each other into one input. But primarily doing AB and just comparing sounds of the different style boards you have with one amplifier, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that's my idea. I otherwise have done something where I took an AB box and more or less flipped it around so I had 2 things going into it and 1 out, and it actually did work. But then you have to, then if you only have 2 going into 1, you had 2 guitars or 2 boards. This allows me to kind of create a loop, if you will, or 2 parallel spots from one end, split it out, put it back to another end. So, and it just so happens to be a Boss thing. So, anyway, $40. I think I've seen them on Reverb for like maybe 100. I would call it a deal, but I do not know what the market is for something like this. But hey, it's a Boss series, right? I had to, and it has a box, right? I had to check it out. I had to see what you guys would think. And I think I've got an idea for an experiment. Again, the only thing being, I just have to not monitor the battery, but like note that if I brought this anywhere, I would have to make sure to bring it back up just in case it died because I can't plug it in. So anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. All those buttons and things. Hopefully we've got more Twin Series pedals coming. We shall see. They're kind of elusive. They're kind of weird. Yeah, you guys take care. Bye-bye. Alright, so just real quick, I figured I'd go through that setup, that idea that I had. So I have AB'd both of these boards into the mixer. So quite simply, in with the guitar, out to the Boss board, out to the other board on the left here, excuse me. And then each of those are coming into channels 1 and 2, going out into the amp. Now you can hear some buzzing. I think that just might be some inherent buzzing. Because I don't have like a mute of any sort on the other side. Obviously there's a tuner on each board that can mute some of the sound, but it's just levels for the boards. And obviously this is not foot switchable. This, once again, is not a pedal. So the only pedal options are here. So right now we're on the board on the left. Just turn this up. With a few different effects on it, but obviously I can just switch right over. And do whatever the board over here is doing. Now, you may have just heard that the trails from this delay pedal over here bled right through because obviously the pedals are after the switcher. The switcher is the very first thing in the chain. So anyway, just an idea. Obviously you do have kind of a new master volume there, which is interesting. And then the level input for each control. So I can also make this kind of quiet, whereas I can make this one louder. Well, even down to a clean signal. That crackling is a problem I think I'm having with one of the Boss pedals, if not a power supply. I haven't deciphered where that issue is. But anyway, just wanted to give a little example of a way that this could be useful when it's not just, you know, here's all the instruments at a show being put through a PA. So kind of interesting. Whether or not it was new, now it's being used. So, but yeah, kind of a cool little piece of gear. Clean, had the box, $40. Still don't know what that excuse me, that metal loop thing is for. So anyway, once again, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.